Today we're making beer bread. So I'm not really a big beer drinker, but I love cooking with beer. So beer bread is one of my favorites because there's no yeast and no kneading, and you get all of that delicious flavor of a beer in a bread form, which goes great with all your favorite chilies, soups, and stews. Hi friends, my name's Christina. I'm with eatingonadime.com. Welcome back to our kitchen. If you are new to our channel, we are so glad that you're here. My sister Carrie and I are on a mission to teach real families how to make real food at home on a budget. And we love quick and easy recipes, which is exactly what we're making today. Delicious, no knead beer bread that can be mixed up and ready put in the oven in literally minutes. I have linked this full recipe in the description below so you can save it, pin it, do whatever you do. All right, let's get baking. First, we're gonna get that oven preheated. Preheat your oven to 375. Now we're gonna get the batter ready. So you want a nice big mixing bowl for today's recipe. And before you get started, make sure that your beer is at room temperature. So you don't want to pull this straight from the refrigerator. You want to let it set out for a while. Now we're going to start with the flour. For today's recipe, I'm using self-rising flour. This is different from all-purpose, so make sure you have the right one. We're going to start with 3 cups. So when you scoop your flour, you don't want to pack it in. You want to do a big scoop. I'll show you here. And get it nice and full, and then knock the top off with a level. Now or a leveler. If you don't have a leveler, just use like the back of a butter knife or the end of a spoon. That works great as well. So just make sure it's nice and full, and then knock off the top. It's actually a lot of fun. Now we're gonna add in a little bit of sugar. You want 3 tablespoons granulated sugar. And then 1 teaspoon salt. And then whisk it together until it's well combined. Make sure you're using a whisk even though this is dry ingredients, just to help them get well incorporated together. And now we're gonna add in our wet ingredients. So start with the 1/3 cup butter melted. And now it's time to add in the beer. We're going to do 12 ounces of beer. Now when deciding what kind of beer, you can use your favorite. I'm using a light beer today. You can use a Pilsner, that would be great as well. Anything that you like the flavor, you're gonna like the flavor in the beer as well, so choose that. Now, in case people are like, what if I don't wanna use beer? So beer has the yeast quality in it that's gonna help this bread rise and give it all its flavor. So I do recommend you use a beer in this recipe. If you want to make a bread without beer, we have lots of others on eatingonadime.com. Just search quick bread and they will pull right up. Now stir until the batter comes just together. You do not want to overmix or your bread might be too dense. So we're just gonna stir until the flour is all moist, if that makes sense. There's no more dry pieces of flour in your batter. So you can kind of see, like this is the flour that is still dry. That's what we wanna get moist. So you just wanna gently stir until it all comes and combines into a dough. Now it will be thick, as you can see, and that's completely normal, so don't freak out. So I made the mistake of grabbing the whisk. Don't do that. When you go for the flour, switch to like a spatula or a sturdy spoon. That's why I switched mid-stir there, just so you know. Now we're gonna spray a loaf pan thoroughly with either non-stick cooking spray, or I'm using like a spray avocado would work, or olive oil would work as well. Look at this beautiful, well-loved pan. And then put the dough right into the pan. Since it's nice and thick, should all just kind of fall into place. Use your spatula to spread it into an even layer as much as possible. I'm just kind of taking it and pushing it into the corners here. That's it. All you gotta do is bake. Bake for 50 to 60 minutes until a toothpick comes clean when inserted into the middle. It's been cooking for about 50 minutes. So what you wanna do is, ooh, look how pretty it looks. Get a toothpick, insert it into the middle and see if it has any dough or batter on it. And mine does not. It's beautifully clean. So this is done. Once it's done, let it rest for about 5 to 10 minutes in the pan before removing it. It's been resting, so you just want to carefully remove it from the pan. If you sprayed it well, it should come right out. If your bread is sticking to the pan a little bit, just run your knife around the outsides of it and it should loosen right up. Sorry, I grabbed the wrong knife. Make sure you use a butter knife just so you don't destroy your pan, because this one can be pretty powerful. And don't worry, my bread knife made it as well. We are obsessed with these knives, and of course, if you're interested in a new knife, they're linked in the description below. This is ready to slice and serve. Now, I love warm bread, so I'm not waiting anymore, but it keeps well. And let me know, do you like the ends or not? I'm not a huge fan, it's not my favorite, but I know some people love them. So when slicing the bread, make sure you're barely putting pressure on it and you're just moving the knife back and forth and letting it slice the bread. Ooh, it's nice and crumbly, so that part came off, but it's still gonna taste amazing. Okay, I'm gonna try to get a pretty one for you, but I can't resist any longer. So good. The beer flavor is very subtle, so if you're nervous about it, don't be. It just has a nice little flavor that makes it perfect for all your favorite comfort food. Carrie came and actually sliced a perfect piece. Now this is really crumbly. I think it's because it's still a little warm, but I couldn't wait anymore. I wanted to try it. So if you are craving perfect slices of bread, just let it cool a little bit longer and I think you'll have no problems at all. And I like to top mine with a little bit of butter because butter makes everything better. Even if you've never made bread before, I promise you can make this one. You saw how easy it was and the flavor is amazing. Don't forget, the recipe is linked in the description below, so you can save it and make this bread when you are ready. And when you do, come back and make sure you let me know what you think. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope I inspired you to try to make some bread at home this week. I know you can do it. All right, friends, I'm out of here. I have a whole loaf of bread to eat. I will see you next time. And until then, remember, eat at home by eating on a dime. Bye, friends.